This is Young Gill, the stand-up comedy, man. Get him in here. We about to make you laugh. We a blast from the past, baby. We the blast for the past, right? Told y'all we might come back on tonight. We thought we were gonna do some stand-up comedy for you. Tell you some funny stories. Get him in here. You don't want to miss this one. This is about to be good. We're gonna do these on Saturday nights. It's gonna be called Young Gill the stand-up comedy on Saturday nights. So we're gonna just tell you some funny stories. So get them in the building, man. You know, we're gonna make you laugh. You know. Oh yeah, baby. Ladies and gentlemen, we bring it to the stage the Young Gill, one of the most funniest guys in the business. Say Young Gill funny, so we're gonna do a little comedy for him. Hey, YouTube now. I mean, this one right here, we're gonna keep it clean as we can. But you know, we ain't tripping on this one. This right here, just Tahuti kicking it with Tahuti, man. I should call it kicking it with Tahuti, but we calling it Bomb Straight. The name of this stand-up comedy is Bomb Straight. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes people gotta be bomb straight. So we're gonna tell you give you some funny stories of how I got bomb straight. You know what I'm saying? I didn't really need to knock. The knock is some people need to knock and the bump straight. Like, for example, my stepson, Daryl, who I raised since he was in the second grade, he's now gone to live with his dad in Atlanta. But he's big. I'm small, I'm like maybe like 170 or lighter. I ain't weighing myself in a while. I know I'm lighter than 170 now because I changed my diet. You know what I'm saying? I eat like different. But Dara, he big, he's a big football player. So I can't sit up in there, I can't knock him. Then stipulations on it because he ain't my biological son. But I look at him like my son. But the people that's the
Care about us, they gonna say, "Oh, why you knocked him?" You know what I'm saying? Why you knocked him up at the top of his head to bump him straight? Because they ain't looking at me bumping him straight. They looking at the knock part and how I'm an older. He 14 and he need to be bumped. So since I can't bump him, I'm gonna send him to his dad, and his dad gonna bump him straight. His dad is big part of they're part of the Bear Clan. I ain't part of the Bear Clan. Everybody on the land got two zoo types. Like Tahuti two zoo types was the bird, the ibis bird, and the baboon. Raw Hayes zoo types is the ape, and I think I think it's the ape and the tiger. One of those. He got two zoo types. My two zoo types is a hawk and a lion. I'm a hawk and a lion. That's my two zoo types. I don't want to get the thumbnail pulled up so we can really get with you. This class is we leaning more towards the funniness, but it's gonna be educational too as well. You know how we do it. Life lessons in this comedy. It's everything we do is it's Tahuti, man. Tahuti. He working it in the background. So we're gonna kick it with you, man. Like I said, we got that Rod Hayes tape tomorrow at 8:30 with the sister. With the I believe she's the reincarnation of Queen Khalifa. She's gonna be on the show tomorrow with us. So you don't want to miss that. I'm about to get up into some stand-up comedy, man. Young Elder is one of the Paul Mooney, like I said, is one of my teachers. You know what I'm saying? I study Paul Mooney, one of our pioneers in this game. So if you're in the building, hit that like, hit that subscribe button. Man, I remember when I was a little kid, we used to go down, spend the summer at my grandmother's house, and she lived in the country, like in Coshado, Louisiana, next to the Red River. And we used to go berry picking. Right? We used to go maybe walk like 2 miles down the street on this dirt road off by the river and go berry picking. And I had a cousin that he had to drop a deuce. He had to drop a deuce real bad. it was about 3 miles from the house, close to the river. And you know, like we in the country, hey man, go on out to handle your business next in the woods. So he went to go handle his business in the woods. I guess he was gonna wipe his butt with some leaves or something. Right, we was young then. And he went to go take a dump. And he was taking a dump, and I ain't see him, but I could only imagine he had his eyes rolling in back of his head. He say, we got the same zoo type. Yo, you say you got the same zoo type, right? Some people have an elephant zoo type. Some people have a turtle zoo type. Everybody gotta have everybody has at least 2 zoo types. Like I said, my 2 zoo types is a hawk and a lion. And like I say, other people got different a bull. Some people have a bull for your sign or whatever, right? But we'll talk about that on another class on the call sign part 2. But we're doing stand-up comedy. So I'm telling you, I'm gonna tell you some funny shit. All right, my cousin, cause I could go on and on all night on this, man. This stand-up comedy. How I got done in my life. But my cousin goes to drop a deuce. My cousin, and get this, his name is Stanky. That's what my grandma called him, Stanky. Right? He goes take a dump, right, in the woods, and he come back like about 15 minutes later, walking real slow with his pants down. And he got it, he couldn't, like he could, whatever was on holding him, he couldn't get his words out. Good. It was hurting him. He was so much in pain, he couldn't even assimilate his brain, his nervous system wasn't responding so he could respond to what was happening to him. But we couldn't see behind him. He was walking slow, right? And he was walking with his pants down, like, ah. And then when he got close to us, he turned around and there was a snapping turtle holding on to his ass. Now look at this. I ain't never knew what a snapping turtle was until then. I was a young kid. I didn't know what a snapping turtle was till then. And I didn't know that they lock on and they don't let go. Right? So he ran, and it was one of them little joint, like probably like a, not a big snapper turtle, but like a teenage snapper turtle locked on to his ass. And once we figured out what was going on, he ran like 2 miles back to my grandma's house with the snapping turtle hanging off his ass. And my other cousin was hanging, so it was hurting him. So one of the cousins held the snapper turtle, and they both ran with his pants down. They ran back to my grandma's house. And then my grandma, they Indians, so they know about the wild and shit. They know what to do, right? So we didn't know what it was. That's my first time ever knowing what a snapper turtle was. And then once they locked onto his ass, they didn't let go for about like 2 miles. Then my grandma said, you gotta chop his head off in order to get him to let go, because he ain't gonna let go. So she had to get a machete and chop his head off, and then rip the head off of his ass. Now that was some funny. Like now that I go back and think about it, that was some funny shit, bro. That was some funny shit right there. That's just one incident. We had fun in the country, but if you don't know what you're doing out there, you know it can be dangerous. And I guarantee you, my cousin that he ain't never forgot about that. He ain't never forgot about that. I'm telling you. I was talking about bump and scrape. I tried to be a drug dealer for maybe like a month. Trying to be I ain't last a month, my nigga. I ain't last a month. I ended up giving all my stuff, my supplies out because of the sad stories that people come with. Man, when I tell you, people that smoke crack can come up with a story that you be like, damn, this nigga need to go to Hollywood and take that shit to Hollywood. That shit could be a movie script. To get a hit of crack out of you, they will write a whole script, my nigga. Yeah. I got an uncle named Cheesebait. Well, he's not like my uncle, but he is like my uncle. He like my cousin uncle. But he like we close family, so he like my uncle too. We call him Cheesebait. Right? And so Cheesebait goes and breaks in Big Mama's refrigerator, because in the country, Big Mama Big Mama in her house, she got like 2 or 3 freezers. She may have like 2 ice boxes and a freezer outside, 2 freezers at Big Mama house. And sometimes Big Mama go to the grocery store once a month, and then get all her stuff. And then she'll have all her sons, they've been to kill deer or something like that. And then she put that together, some fish. They got all that in the freezer outside. And Big Mama got her steaks out there right outside. So in the country, if you're from the country, you know about the Big Mama with the refrigerators outside, right? All my old school cats from the down south, the country guys. But Bait that Big Mama keep her steaks outside. Bait stole 3 steaks out of Big Mama freezer, right? And we down there call ourselves hustling, selling the shit, right? And Bait come down there, and he usually be legit. He got the steaks, and he sell them to my cousin Deatrice. Deatrice always give him $10 to $15 because they be on the steak. It say $18, $25 for a T-bone, and he give him a $10 worth of stuff. You know what I'm saying, for the 3 steaks. So this time I was at the trap house by myself. My cousin them had went to town to go pick up some old shit, right? And so I'm at the crib. Bait come by there with those 3 steaks. He knock on the door. Boom, 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 boom. Keep in mind, my dad, this is all dealing with bump spray. They're going to tie all back into you, right? My dad, I was at the trap house. I wasn't selling no drugs. My cousin and them just was selling. I just was living there with them, right? I was just staying there with them because I thought I was grown and I didn't want to live with my mama and follow her rules. So I went to the trap with my cousin and them. My cousin like, come on down here, nigga, you can stay with us. They young, they got a trap, they making money, paying their own rent. Just them two living there. They got girls over there every night. They partying, they having a good time. I'm thinking I'm gonna go down there and I'm gonna be getting in with these niggas. So I did. I went down there and got in with them, but I wasn't selling drugs at first. My dad came down there one day to visit me, and he said, my dad, he always give you a knock. He always give you a knock. The knock is the warning. The knock is the alertness, to alert you of what situation you in. That's the knock, right? So he give me a knock. He say, hey, man, you ain't even got to be selling drugs. Just because you here with them, when the cops and the FBI, whoever they coming to get these boys, they eventually come, and they gonna come in, and you going down with them as conspiracy to the fact. So you got two options, or 3 options, is what he said. You can either leave here right now and go back to your mama's house, or you come down here with me and you get yourself together. Or you can stay here and you might as well sell drugs because you're going to get the same charge as them. And you ain't making no money. They making money. You're going to get the same charge. You might as well get some money. Right? So when my dad told me that was the knock. Now, I could have bumped straight then and went with him and went with my mama and bumped straight, but I didn't want to bump straight then. So you get a knock. Always. They knock you and they bump you straight next. So I got that knock, then bump straight. So I said, damn, my dad is right, though. Maybe I all start slanging. They got money. They going to be in the jury and stuff. And I'm just sitting here with them, having to buy me food and stuff. I might as well go on, get some shit and get in with them. So I did this leading up for the point where Bait brought the steaks. Right? This should be, I'm telling you, you roll on the ground. Hey, ride by to everybody in the building. So let me tell you how big you can't mess with Big Mama stuff, man. The universe always put you back in line. Every time you mess with Big Mama stuff, I'm telling you, you're gonna get something happen to you, bro. So what happens is that leading up to that point, right, to where I started selling the shit, my cousin them left to go to town to get some more shit. My cousin had put me in to put me on, right? So when they was gone, Bait come down there riding a bike with the steaks, right? And my cousin had told me, because he already knew I had gave all my shit out of credit. So he said, hey, man, don't get none. This is my shit. Don't get none of mine out of credit. They ain't got no money. Don't give them nothing. You gotta be hard. Like in order to be a drug dealer, you gotta be hard. Like a real cold-hearted, almost cold-hearted. I ain't cold-hearted like that. You know what I'm saying? So I couldn't, it wasn't for me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't, if somebody come with a sad story, they get to my emotions and I give it to them for free and say, hey, just pay me back. And they never pay you back. They'll never pay you back. Once they figure out you a sucker, they just go to the dude down the street when they get their check, so they don't got to pay you back. You know what I'm saying? All right. So this was the bump straight. I'm gonna tell you. So leading up to this point, now I'm at the trap by myself, having the business for my kinfolk, my cousin, them, to they people. And then Bait pull up on a bike, on a 20-inch bike, like a little kid bike, like with a girl, like a pink bike. A dude, grown ass man, pull up on a little bit ass pink bike, right? With steaks in the bag. He come in. Hey man, what address is that? That's my cousin name. They would be calling address. What address is it, man? Oh, they go on the time, man. They pick up some shit. What's up? I got you. Oh man, look, man, I got these 3 steaks, man. He ain't say he got them out of Big Mama's freezer from outside. He said, I got these 3 steaks, man. You know, and I'm trying to get, man, I ain't trying to get much for him, man. Just give me 10 for him, man. You know what I'm saying? Gone D. I said, man, D told me don't give nobody nothing for nothing but cash. He said, man, D usually gonna get them from me. And I know my cousin do be getting steaks from him, right? But we didn't know he was stealing them out of Big Mama freezer. D ain't come to find out, right? So I thought about it. I said, man, even if D don't want them, I'll get them if he ain't probably number $10, and I'll just pay D $10 out of my pocket and just take the steaks. So that's what I did to cover my own self, right? I said, I'm gonna pay him $10 out of my own pocket, and I'm gonna tell D I just sold it, and I just really bought him some of D shit for the steaks. So that'll cover it, right? So man, we had a George Foreman grill inside of this trap house. So I unstopped the steaks, seasoned them up. My cousin them still was gone. Seasoned them up, had them bad boys ready to go. Had some onions cut in on them boys, some bell pepper in on them joints. Right, and I put them joints on the George Foreman grill. They were stinking up the whole place, man. It was smelling like, you know what I'm saying, like steakhouse up in that joint, right? Next thing you know, I hear a knock. Here come another knock. Get ready for the bump straight. Here come another knock, right? We told you the knock is the knock come for the bump straight. Here go another knock. I hear a knock at the door. And keep in mind, Tahuti always knock before he come in, right? That's like his little thing. All right, so he knocked 3 times, depending on who he dealing with. He knocked 3 times for me, right? And then he come in. But his knock ain't like a 3 time, like his knock sound like this. Let me let you hear. This how his knock sound. That's how Tahuti knock sound, like that. He got like 3, 4 accents to it. You will know that it's him. He got a distinctive knock, right? But I heard the knock, not Tahuti. Tahuti wasn't knocking. It was another being that was knocking at this time named Sand, which is Cheese Bait's wife. Check this out. Steak sizzling. You can smell them down the block. Aunt Sand knock on the door. Blue, 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 blue. Like she about to kick that mug off the hinges. And Sand down in the country, she one of them big ancient mama chicks. Sand an ancient mama chick. You know what I'm saying? That one of them chicks like old lady off of Harlem Nights that quick shot in the toe. She built like her. They big bone cooking, fight you in the street type. They get down with you. You ain't finna do no talking, no shit. They ain't scared of no man down there in the country. I'm talking about Big Mom, like one of Big Mama's daughters. I'm telling you, man, they'll roll on the ground with you, and you better be good because they good. She know what to do to you. Big Daddy showed her what to do to you, and Big Mama. But she knocked on the door, boom, 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 boom. I'm like, damn, I'm thinking it's the police. I look out, it's Sam. I let her in because she's like, she found it. I let her in. She said, if Bait just come down here and bring you some steaks and try to say out some stuff, say, yeah, I'm cooking it right now. Man, she went got a plate out the cabinet
and took the steak off the grill and put it on the plate and got the other steak that I wasn't cooking yet and wrapped it with foil and said, yeah, this Big Mama steak. He went down there and stole it out of Big Mama fridge. And this Big Mama steak, and I'm taking it. I say, even the one I cook it, yeah, I'm taking it out. And if you got something to say, I'm gonna call the police and tell them what y'all doing down here. This is Big Mama steak, right? So I got a plate out of $10 and a scissor in my mouth with water for that steak. She took the one on the grill, man. She took the one off the grill. She could have left me the one on the grill, but they were Big Mama steaks, man. I'm telling you. That's how I got played, man. One day, that's the bump. That's the bump. That was the bump right there. See the knock and the bump. So I'm saying, damn, I lost on that deal. I can't win for losing. I lost on that deal, man. I lost $10, and I gotta explain to my cousin about the $10 worth of shit because I ain't got his money. It was crazy, man. So I'm like, oh shit, you know. So that's the first knock and bump. But I didn't bump straight. I thought, man, I gotta get some more money. I gotta get back on the block. I gotta get some more shit because I just got played. Nigga just played me, man. So I get some more shit. Keep in mind, with the trap, people, these people bring food stamps by and they get the stuff with the food stamps, right? They give you $40 stamp for, you know, some shit. So dude come by, hey man, I got this stamp card, man. It's about $100 on there. Give me 40 worth. You can go ahead, go up there and get you some food stamps off this joint, right? It's a knock. I'm steady getting knocks. Right? I don't see the knocks though. Right? This dude, so I gave him the shit. I said, man, I'm all happy. I'm excited. Like, yeah, man, I just made a good play, man. I'm gonna go up here. I got $100 food stamp. I'm gonna get all some little stuff for the trap. We can have some food and shit. Right? So my cousin drive me up to Brooks's. I get up to Brooks's. I go in there, get about $100 worth of stuff. I get in line. Keep in mind the people behind me long. They waiting on me. I put all the stuff up there. They rang all the stuff up. About $100 worth of stuff, about $90-something worth of stuff. I go to pay for it with this card. It's saying the card is empty. It keep on saying card is empty. I'm like, damn, dude said it was $100 on here. Come to find out it wasn't nothing on there. And we learned from that. Man, call and check, see if the money's on there before you get the card. Right? I got knocked right then. So I got out there, I was embarrassed. I got out there, I'm trying to swipe this card. He telling me $100 on this shit, ain't nothing on there. So I'm embarrassed. Like, man, I gotta walk out the store with nothing. And I'm $40 down again. Well, for shit. The bump. The knock and the bump. You know what I'm saying? Can't win for losing in this game, man. The Big Mama was trying to let me know, hey, this ain't your line of work. You need to go to another line of work, man. You get bumped and knocked too much. All right. Then the next day, my cousin say, man, yeah, man, well, I'm gonna give you some shit, but you want to work for me on this one, man, because man, you get there, you got played for both of your setups. So yeah, my cousin put me back in the game, but now I got to split it with him and work double time just to get back the shit I got lost. So now I go on the block. I put the shit, get it chopped up, get it sacked up. I go the first person roll up. My cousin said they go one right there, man. Go serve him. So I go up to serve him, nigga. I have all my shit in my hand. I say, hey man, he give me $20. So I put all my shit in my hand and say, hey, pick which one you want. With my hand in his window. The dude hit my hand, boom, knocked all my shit out of my hand, drove off. So now I'm like, the shit that I got from my cousin, I'm already down 240s because of the 10 and around $50 because of bait and the dude that played me on the food stamp card. Now I'm down another $80. Because this dude that just drove off knocked my hand and drove off. So that was almost the final straw for me right there. Said, hey man, this ain't for me. But I still tried one more time after that. To I walked into a drug bus, but I didn't have nothing on me, so I got away, and that was my bump straight right there. They knocked 3 times on me before I bumped straight on that. My cousin, when I walk, hey, I'm telling you, man, I was walking down the street, finna go to my cousin's house, and I had some shit on me that probably could have got me 25, 30 years. And some told me, Tahuti came to me. He said, hey, don't go down Big Spunk house with that stuff on you, man. You know he hot. And so there was this old car and my other cousin, yours, because they all live on the same land, but it's a dirt road that walk down to his house, a trailer. So it's like this old truck, my cousin old truck that broke down, that that caught on fire. It's just sitting up in the woods. So I went over there in the woods and put my shit in the gas tank and then walked down Big Spunk house, because Tahuti had told me don't go down there with it. He was sparing me right then so I could be to this point to talk to y'all. And so as soon as I walked in the yard, man, I saw this van with some white people in it. And I said, man, I know Big Spunk ain't finna serve these white people. As soon as they came out, as soon as I thought that in my head, they jumped out. It was the feds. It was the feds. And they was looking for my cousin Big Spunk because he had sold to 2 undercovers earlier that day. And they just wanted him. So they let everybody else go if they ain't had nothing on them. You know what I'm saying? It just so happened I didn't have nothing on me at that time. But I would have had it on me if I wanted to listen to Tahuti. And so that was my bump straight right there. I said, you know what, this dope game ain't for me, man. That was it lasted like a month. I almost got busted twice and got played and robbed, tricked out of my shit in different kind of ways. You got to be a crafty dude to be a drug dealer. You got to be mean and you got to be cutthroat and ruthless almost. But I ain't that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't that. I got mercy. I got mercy on my mind. I don't got murder on my mind. I got mercy. I got to give you a second chance. Let you make it. You know what I'm saying? Let that dude make it, man. He just tripping. He possessed by a demon right now. Let him make it. I got that on my mind. You know what I'm saying? Be cool. So that's part of it. The bump scrape. Meanwhile, my cousin, I got another cousin that I told y'all about that buy used drawers from Goodwill. He bought used drawers from Goodwill. One of them joints had a dookie stain in it, but he didn't care because they were Louis Vuitton drawers. And man, they got some stuff called Stain Be Gone. You can get that out. Ain't no way I'm wearing another man's britches. Like my granddaddy said, hey, wear another man's britches. Yeah, I got too much respect for myself for all that now. That type of business. This man go to Goodwill to buy used drawers. Would you wear used drawers? Would you wear used drawers, man? Lucas, I ain't all in them joints. I done talk niggas out of going straight to jail. Man, I'm finna go up in there and I'm finna rob this bank. Man, I'm telling you, man, I'm at the point where now I'm at the end of my road. Yeah, you at the end of your road, all right, nigga, because if you go up in there without no mask on, them people your ass gonna be gone. You really going to them, you thinking, so niggas gotta be bumped. See, I'm there to hit you with the knock and the bump. Right, I'm gonna give you the knock. The knock is when somebody telling you the universe is always gonna come and tell you when you about to do wrong that ain't a good idea. The wind, the universe, is gonna come and say, hey, that's not a good idea. If you're going there without, see, I'm that being. The universe speak to me. I'm one of those beings. There's several y'all online right now listening. Y'all that being where the universe use you to say, hey man, that ain't a bright idea. You're gonna go up in there with no mask or nothing. You ain't playing nothing. You're going there straight. We call it down here 5150. He gonna go in there 5150 head first. You going out on a crash dummy. We call them crash dummy missions. In the crash dummy, they put you in the car and they run you right into a wall. That's what niggas is doing nowadays. Niggas is doing, they said, if you're gonna do it like that, you might well go
to Toyota or one of them companies, if you're gonna go out like that, bro, and risk your life like that, you might well go sign up with Toyota and become a crash dummy. You know what I'm saying? When they put you in the car and test the airbags and the brakes on that joint, right? You 5150, you head first, you don't give a care. You know what I'm saying, right? Go say they paying niggas $500 a crash to be a crash dummy. You can go up there and you want to crash out like that. All right, go to Toyota or BMW, one of these big major companies, GMC, and sign up to be a crash dummy, man. Say you want. I mean, that's what you're doing. You see, sign up to be a crash dummy. Crash on out. Go all the way out. Hit them in the ass. Like my wife, she drive and she rides people's ass. She'll be all up on the bumper of the car. Revo track, she ain't slowing down. She gonna ride over that joint like hit that even there. And ride the ends, and if they look, if they driving funny, she gonna hit a horn on them. Right? You know what I say? She be scared the shit out of me. I can't ride in the passenger seat with my wife driving. That's why I don't never let her drive when I'm in the car. She make me scared, man. She about to hit somebody in the ass. Riding them like that. That's that Atlanta shit, man. They up in Atlanta, they drive like that. Man, she was on so close up on a guy one time. I said, fuck it, go on hit him in the ass, then. Just go on hit it. Fuck it. Let's go on hit it. You so close, man. He even, man, God dog. You know what I'm saying? Let's go on hit him in the ass. You riding them like that, you know? Riding his bumper. Women are hard on it's some, not all women. But my wife is hard on a vehicle. I'm gonna tell you that. That's just a go-kart to her. She ain't material when it comes to vehicles. She'll ride that joint like it's stolen. You hear what I'm telling you? Like a bat out of hell. She'll drive it like a bat out of hell. I'm telling you, man. Some of y'all got them wives out here like that, man. That drive, you had to buy her a car every 2 years, man. She'll wear a car down. She'll break a car down and have it on the side of the road, found dead. I'm telling you. Drive that joint like it's a damn, like a go-kart. My wife drive like it's a go-kart. I'm telling you. So some of y'all got them wives out there like that, man. They be driving fast. Like me, I drive like driving Miss Daisy. You know what I'm saying? I'm a cruiser. I'm gonna lay back, chilling, man. Now, if I got to get out there and get it, you know what I'm saying? I got to get out there and get it. If I'm in Atlanta, one of them heavy duty cities, well, I got to get out there. I know how to get in there and get it now, but most time I'm cruising, man. I'm a player, man. I'm your local neighborhood player. I ain't finna be riding it fast and driving all fast. That's to me, that's dangerous. You know? But them women be driving them cars like it ain't nothing, bro. You swear. And then because my wife always late to go everywhere. She said she a Hebrew. I said, nah, you ain't no Hebrew. You a damn Russian. You always Russian to go everywhere you gotta go. You a Russian. You're not a damn Hebrew. If you a Hebrew Russian. That's what you is. Because everywhere you go, you Russian. I gotta I'm running late. And then how you running late and you get up 3 hours before you gotta be at a place? I don't get it. It take you 3 hours to get dressed, my nigga. I'm running the rush. So I'm in the women always be in the rush. I'm in the rush. I gotta get over here. I'm already running. I'm in a rush. Well, yeah, you in a rush because you a goddamn Russian. That's what you is. You're a Russian. And the Mexicans, right? The Mexican people, they Mexicans. Not my brown brothers. Not my brown, but we ain't shooting shots at my brown brothers. We're talking about certain types of personality traits. My wife, well, then she gonna leave all her hair shit and 25 different all natural creams. She experiments with all kind of creams to make her own solutions. So she leave all that in the bathroom. Now my wife will fuck a bathroom up. I'm telling you. That bathroom looked like man, what happened here? The bathroom even confused about what happened. She'll have all kind of combs and products, and I'm telling you, man, you think it's a game. I'm telling you. It's serious. Women, it take them 2-3 hours to get dressed. Men can get dressed in 5 to 10 minutes, depending on the situation. 5 to 10 minutes, nigga. I'm ready to. If it's an emergency, I'm ready in 5 minutes. If it's, oh, we going to this place. Well, I get up. I like to be on time. I like to be at a place 5 minutes before I got to be there. And that's just because I'm militant. You know what I'm saying? I was in the military, so I like to be at a. I hate to be late to anywhere. I'm always 5-15 minutes before time to get my time, give me time to scope the scene, give me time to adjust to what to happen. You know what I'm saying? So I'm 5 to 10 minutes early every time. My wife, she's 5 to 10 minutes late every time. She's a Russian. See, I'm married to a Russian, not no damn Hebrew. She followed the Hebrew religion, but she's a Russian by blood. I'm telling you, she's a Russian. Always Russian everywhere she go. They ain't finna kill me because you in a rush. You see what I'm saying? I'm telling the truth. God is my witness. I'm telling the truth. And road rage. See, I'm talking about road rage. Because somebody, you in a rush, and you the guy in the front of you ain't in the rush. And you gotta hit at your horn, you riding their ass. That's why she ride people ass, because she always in a rush. She always 10 minutes behind going anywhere. You know? And she can get up, she can be up all day, but it's just, I don't know, man. My wife got it, man. I'm telling you. So hey, man, it's a lot of my sisters out here like that, man. You know, take them 3-4 hours to get ready. And then they're gonna ask you, gotta earn how this look, baby. How this look? Oh, it look nice. You're looking fine, baby. Right? Oh, then they're gonna say, oh, I know. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I know I'm looking good. Oh, yeah, I had to get you. Why do you ask me this? Oh my God, these people crazy, man. I'll tell you. My daddy told me, man, he gave me the game. My daddy gave me the game, man. He said, I'm gonna tell you 3 things, boy, and you're not gonna understand it right now, but you understand it later. Women like security, number 1. So always have your own shit, boy. Women like for it to be pounded. They're gonna deny it. They're not gonna tell you the truth about it. They like for it to be pounded, though, boy. I'm telling you. I figured it out. My dad, he like in his 60s. He know. He told, hey, he like going in his 70s. He know what he's talking about because I figured it out. But he said that they like to have to be pounded. Number 2, and he said you never gonna be able to make them happy. You could get them to a point where they get in cool mode and they comfortable, but you never gonna. It's always gonna be something. If you give them more time, they're gonna want the money. If they give them the money, they're gonna want the time. If you give them the time and the money, well, oh shit, I don't want that neither. I want this. You gotta the women gonna keep you on your toes. They're gonna keep the men, the women are supposed to be here to keep the men doing their job. We came here to protect them and serve them. I'm telling you, we came here to, and me and Rod gonna talk about that tomorrow when we do the return of the matriarch step-by-step guidelines on returning the matriarch, the feminine energy rulership to the planet, so we can stop all this testosterone beef and niggas trying to prove that he got a bigger pack than the other nigga. Oh, you what you say? I'll blow your ass. Like them niggas start talking to Trump, talking shit to Trump. Nigga, you don't know who Trump is or what Trump all about. When they sent a shot at Trump, a real gangster. They sent a shot at Trump. Trump said, you know what? I'll blow those same niggas right off into space. And he can do it too. We got some shit over here in the United States that'll blow their ass off into space. For real. Trump say he ought to blow them niggas off into space, man. Sand niggas. I ought to blow them sand niggas. See, they in the same boat as us. They sand niggas. See? Real sand niggas is the same as us. I'm telling you.
The only problem everybody having is with these dark-skinned beings who hide behind the scenes and using white faces. So when the Anunnakis come back, the Anunnakis are back. I'm an Anunnaki talking to you right now. Hakeem right here, he an Anunnaki. Talk to him, say something to the people, Hakeem. He 2 years old, he can talk. I'm telling you, man. My daddy, he say he like for the women to be beat, and like for security. He said, as long as you can provide for your girl and you can beat it up. And he told me one more other thing. You never gonna be able to satisfy them. So don't be trying to chase that height. You're gonna constantly be on a constant chase. Because once you do, women always gonna. I'm gonna tell you, it's not a bad thing that women like that. It's them striving for you to get more out of you, for you to be better, for you to be greater. They striving, they always got a task for you to do so they can make you stronger and make you more fit, make you more what they want. Until after a while, when they get you where they want, the way they want you, then they cool off a little bit. That's what my daddy really was saying. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't gonna never be able to get them all the way happy, but when they get you to the point where they comfortable, they got you doing things, all the honeydews, the honey do this, honey do that, honey do this, right? Hey, shout out, yeah, Hakeem, man, Hakeem, the Prince Hakeem. Hakeem is a different type of dude, man. He cry when he don't get what he want, and then when he see it, his crying don't work, he gonna go punch him and take it back. What kind of dude is that? Let me go now. I'm gonna go over here. Since y'all won't cry and get it back, since I can't cry and y'all get it back for me, how about I take matters into my own hands? I'm gonna go over here and bust him upside his head and get my toy back. You know what I'm saying? Hakeem, man, I'm telling you. That little kid did something else. Then he played the victim, but he really the kid that's busting people upside the head, busting his big brother Haru upside the head. Yeah, so man, I remember a time I got this uncle, man, that smoked cigarettes and he smoked cigars, and his voice is gone. So he sound like, you know what I'm saying? And I got my auntie is his wife, she translate for him, right? She been around him so long, she understand what he's saying. So she translate for him. He said, I'm telling you, man. Hey, my auntie said, yeah, he just said the dude down the street got a car for sale. Hey man, what the hell this nigga just say? Yeah, he just said that up at that Sam's store, they got their bills on sale for $3, two for $3. Yeah, that's what he just said. I remember one day when I was a little kid, right? My little cousin, they was outside playing on the side of the house, and they ran in the house. Hey daddy, it's a snake out there. They can crawl under the house. He said, oh my God. My auntie said, he said he better go out there and get that snake. Right? He go out there, hey, this nigga, hey, this an uncle, hey, you got that uncle that ain't scared of shit. This uncle ain't scared of shit. He'll grab a fucking lion's balls and hold them in his hand and talk to you. I got that lion ball right here. You know what I'm saying? My auntie will translate that for him. He said, see, he got these lion's balls. Hey, it ain't nothing to it. This is how you hold them. And he don't do nothing. I'm telling you. Man. Right, so one day my cousin will come in the house. Hey dad, it's a snake out there that under by the house. So he said he would go out there and get that snake, right? He go out there and get the snake. This nigga climb under the house, chase the snake running from him. This how all those old school cats was. See, youngsters ain't gonna do this, man. The youngsters, they scary now, man. Them old niggas weren't scared of nothing. That nigga climbed up under the house and he grabbed that snake by his he grabbed him by his neck and brought him out. And then when he came from under the house, he had him in his hand. He said, I said, hey, Annie, what did he just say? He said, he finna show you how to kill a snake. He said, then he ranged it he ranged the neck of the snake where it broke his neck. And I said, hey, what did he say again? He said, "This is how you kill a snake. Then you gotta wring his neck like this." I said, "Oh, that's what he said." I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, he smoked too much damn that cigar. Hey, Andy, what he just said? He said that your motherfucking Jimmy Ray better start coming down here and talking shit before he bust him upside his head. I said, damn, that's what he said. That's what he said. Shit, I couldn't understand nothing he said. Sound like he choking when he talking. You know what I'm saying? He trying to choke and trying to talk. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, man. You wouldn't believe the shit that I done seen. The bomb's great though. So you got the monkers that ain't scared, man. I know a dude named Big Joe that was like 6'8", 400 pounds, solid muscle. One of the strongest people I ever seen before John Henry on TV. And this dude was at they was at a domino game or dice game or something. And the dude, they were shooting dice, and the dude had fake dice, and he was taking Big Joe money. And when Big Joe found out he had the dice, the dude trying to leave out, he was getting in his car, get ready to pull off. He had put the car in drive, and he was trying to go, but his car wasn't moving. He looked back, Big Joe picked his whole back end of his car off about a bumper. Now, that's a big country nigga right there, man. A big nigga that can pick your car off the back of the ground so it won't roll. How strong is that? And he don't lift weights. All he do is bale hay all day and handle cows and bulls. He don't lift no weight. He ain't never been no strong man competition or nothing. And he wear overalls all the time and boots. Big Joe picked the back end of this nigga car off the ground, man. Now you want to fight somebody like that? Man, you got to be crazy. Big Joe, you sit there, Big Joe, people, he'll pay some nigga, he'll pay a dude just to hit him. To see can he knock him out. And he'll sit there like you hit him, and I watch people hit Big Joe and like they hit a brick wall. We got behemoth, massive people like this in our genetics, in our family line. We got brothers that were really superhuman. Like Big Joe. Big Joe's superhuman. Right? Big Joe will hit you inside your head one time and knock your head down into your body, into your nutsack. He was definitely a Big Mama's specimens. And he was the nicest, biggest, all those big giants like Shaq. All them guys are the nicest guys you ever want to meet. And so when they do get on you, they be usually most time in the right, because those bigger guys are the most nice, those giants. They nice beings. They used to protect us. It says shock with a Shaq pump. Man, I'm telling you, look. I seen hey, you don't know what, like my granddad used to always say, don't go fucking with nobody you don't know, right? And the car goes to thanks. I saw a midget kick a guy's ass one time. A midget named Midget Mac. And this is before the guy on the TV show named Midget Mac. He looked just like him, but he don't got the dreadlocks. The dude named Midget Mac on the TV show had dreadlocks, but this Midget Mac don't have dreadlocks. And he work at the grocery store. He like the meat, like the butcher at the grocery store or counter market, like the hood grocery store. Everybody know Midget Mac. He like the only midget in the hood. You know what I'm saying? But Midget Mac grew up in the hood, so he know how to defend himself a little bit. And he carry a pair of nunchucks on him. This little midget. He carry a pair. He got a big ass head. I wish I had a picture of him. He looked like all the rest of the midgets though. He just black, right? And he wear an apron, red apron, and he walk, and then he smoked cigarettes, and he be outside on his break smoking a cigarette, right? So one day, the dude, it's a dude that always come in there to be fucking with Midget Mac. They be, man, look at this damn little short ass monster. He be making fun of him and shit, right? And so Midget Mac be going back, these little dudes, they ain't aggressive neither. These little bitty midgets, the giants and the midgets not aggressive. They're really nice people. And so, but people like to try them, right? So the Midget Mac blow back with the dude. Like, nigga, you old popcorn kind of looking head ass dude. Hey, Midget Mac know how to blow because he came up in the hood, a nigga blowing on him. So he used to getting in the roasting. So I guess he roasted the dude one day, the big dude so hard that he had everybody laughing at the big dude. Big dude got mad, wanted to fight Midget Mac. All right, so Midget Mac, like, when Midget Mac saw he was serious, he like, all right, nigga, you want to fight for real? Let's go outside. Midget Mac took his apron off. You ought to see it. A little bit, imagine in your head, a little bitty dude taking an apron off that's taller than him, that's dragging the ground. He take it off and ball it up. All right, throw it on the ground and walk outside with his big ass head. Hey, my nigga Midget Mac, walk outside, and the dude's like, he's like, what's up? The dude like, man, the dude really think it's a game, right? That nigga try to go at Midget Mac. Midget Mac pull out them nunchucks and hit that nigga in his ankle with them motherfuckers back. Hey, he did. Hey, it happened so fast. It looked like some shit off a movie, man. Midget Mac hit that nigga with them nunchucks. Doop, doop, hit him in his knees. He went to the ground. Then Midget Mac went to working on him with them nunchucks. Till where the people had to say, hey, man, he had enough. He had enough, Midget Mac. He had enough. Man. And then that dude got to go around for the rest of his life with the title that a midget kicked his ass. See, that's what my granddaddy told me. Don't go messing around with nobody you don't know nothing about. So he thought Midget Mac well, didn't know what he was doing because he was a midget. But the midgets are trained for people like you, big people. They know how to take down big people and bring them down to their size. You know what I'm saying? They know how to take big people down to their size. They train for that. You know what I'm saying? And don't piss a whole group of them off because sometimes they roll in packs. These little midgets, they roll in packs. Like a wild pack of dogs. One time I saw a midget levitate and snatch the heart right out of a Great Dane. Nah, I'm playing with you, man, for real. I heard that on this movie, Smoking Ace, I think it was called. Yeah, man, but you'd be surprised what go down in the hood, bro. You'd be surprised what go down in the hood, bro. I saw a dog chase a dude for like an hour and a half, a butt naked dude for like an hour and a half until the cops, people had to come to get the dog. A dude was in a dude house with his old lady. The dude came back home, knew they was in there, and sicked his dog on a dude. Dude jumped out the window with his Timbs on, butt naked with a pillow covering his Johnson. He running in front of the dog to where he couldn't run good with the pillow, so he had to drop the pillow and go ahead and get his scribe on. That little pit bull was after his ass, bro. He was trying to get a piece. And that's what you get, man, for messing with that dude old lady while you at work. You know what I'm saying? And so now he embarrassed. Everybody know what he looked like with his clothes off because he had to run around the whole neighborhood while damn, man, get this dog. Man, get this motherfucking dog. Man, get this dog. That nigga hollered that shit for like an hour. Man, get this dog. Man, what you doing? Man, get this dog before I kill him. Now you ain't finna do none of that dog. You hanging on the fence, nigga, for your life, nigga, butt naked. You know what I'm saying? That's a bump scrape for him, though. That's a bump. That's a knock and a bump scrape. See, he got knocked. That dog knocked him. That dog knocked him, and then the embarrassment was the bump scrape. Usually, embarrassment can bump you scrape. When you get embarrassed, it usually bump you scrape. So sometimes embarrassment can bump you scrape, man. But sometimes kids need that knock and a bump scrape so they can get back on track. Right? So I got back on track, man, once I got all those knocks and those bumps. I went to a place where a neighborhood where the whole neighborhood, none of them had no front doors. None of them had running water. None of them had, they were taking bath. They were taking a dump inside of the living room on the floor and covering it up with newspaper. everybody cracked out. Crack is a nuclear weapon that was used against us. Crack cocaine. It changed the whole demographic of things. It affected my life, several of y'all life that's on the line with us now. But like I say, Hakeem. Like Hakeem want me to get up, y'all. How long we been on? We're almost out. We got 6 minutes out. We'll go a little bit longer. We're about 6 minutes out. We'll let it get an hour in for y'all. Like I said, we're gonna be on live tomorrow with Rod Hayes at 8:30 with the sister Karen, I think I'm saying her name right. Irvin. And she's a deep sister. I believe she's the reincarnation of Queen Khalifa. You hear her? Hey, baby, you get Hakeem? Okay, yeah. So just want to bring y'all a little laugh and tell you some people might have been too rated off for some people. We ain't here to to scare you or mess with your sacred chakra and offend you, and then we just want to make you laugh like Tahuti do, so you can relax. But all the stuff I told you was based on true stories, right? Like my homeboy Big Nasty. I already told y'all about Big Nasty. Man, you don't gotta, you want to evict some people, you want to get some people out of a spot. Don't go over there and shoot the place up. Man, send Big Nasty over there to take a shit at their house. If Big Nasty take a shit at their house on Saturday, next Saturday, they'll be moving out. By next Saturday, they can't get the smell out. They use bleach. They use high power shit that they cost $100 for a jug, just to try to get that smell out of there. And whatever that was, that he ain't human. You know what I'm saying? Big Nasty. Man, I wish I could get Big Nasty to go take a shit at the White House and shut that whole. If our Hayes is already shut down, but imagine if Big Nasty get invited to the White House and he say, "Hey, on a tour," and then he got to go in there and take a shit. They had to relocate the White House. That nigga type of deuce up in that motherfucker. Man, I wish I could get Big Nasty to go take a shit at the Capitol building. You know what I'm saying? At the White House. Or take a shit at the White House. Man, the White House had to redo their whole plumbing system. The president had to go stay at a resort for a couple weeks till they can do something about the smell, man. He wouldn't be able to sleep up in that joint. Big Nasty, all he got to do is get to one of their good bathrooms that's connected to all the systems on a tour and go in there and drop a bomb, pretty much drop the deuce up in there, drop that deuce up in that joint. Man, they gonna be like, man, everybody, Secret Service, everybody, they gonna be looking for that smell, man. They ain't gonna be able to figure out what it was they're gonna be trying to get rid of the clean and flush the pipe systems out. That shit seep in the walls. Big Nasty hook up for you. It go in the walls. It's stick. It'll burn your hair, your chin hairs off. I'm telling you. So you want to shut some people down? Should I get Big Nasty $200 to go over there and find his way in there and take his shit up in that joint? And it take him by at least 45 minutes to drop a deuce. And then he do a courtesy flush and it still be blowing the place up. I'm telling you. So, man, I'm with Craig Daddy when he said, what you got to do, number one or number two? He said number two. He said, anybody going to be doing on number two up in here? Hey, you be lucky you said that to Big Nasty. Big Nasty will shed 2 blocks down just by taking a shit at one guy's house. He'll shed 2 blocks, 2 whole city street blocks down. Right? They'll quarantine the whole damn block trying to figure out what the hell. Is this a terrorist attack or something? That nigga take a shit in your house, they think it's a terrorist attack. I'm telling you, man. We about to get up out of here, man. We love y'all too, bro. Shout out my brother James Jones Bay, man. Islam, boy. We in the building. Never have it been made so clear. Like I said, this was a stand-up comedy. We're gonna be doing more of these on Saturday nights. Some more funny stuff we're gonna be bringing to you. My brother, he real good at this. He'll have you rolling. I'm telling you. He'll have you rolling. Some of the dumb shit that people do. Right? I'm telling you. I want to shut a guy down. I ain't gonna when I say put my people on them, I put Big Nasty on them. Hey, Big Nasty, he go $200, man. I need you to go find a way, try to get in this dude's house so you can take a shit. Big Nasty drop a deuce in your house. Shit. That bathroom is out of order from that point on. That bathroom out of order. Man, imagine if a nigga come in, you got one bathroom in your house, and he put your bathroom out of order. Man, that's a blow right there, man. That's a heavy blow. Well, because I had a partner that went up in that bathroom that worked with me. He said, man, it's no oxygen in that bathroom. That nigga heavy, man. He said, man, when I tell you, ain't no oxygen content, the level of oxygen in that mug is like slim to none. he said when he walked in there, he grasped for air. He grabbed everywhere he could in the bathroom to look for a breath for oxygen. He said he couldn't grab. He came back out of there. He was foaming out the mouth and shit, man. He was foaming out the mouth, man. He said he couldn't find no pocket in there was a pocket of oxygen. He said it's straight methane gas in that bathroom, brother. And whoever went up in there, man, is they living? Is they still alive? Is they still alive? It's been like they died in the bathroom. They left their whole body. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, that nigga had me rolling, bro. He said, well, no oxygen content. He said he tried to sniff around and find a pocket of air for to just get a little oxygen in. He couldn't get nothing. He couldn't get no oxygen up in that mud, man. We say Big Nasty cut off the oxygen in that joint. You know what I'm saying? He lowered the oxygen content. I'm telling you, man. So you got cats out here like that, man. What that cat be eating? What Big Nasty drive a truck and he be eating like burritos, or like store-bought them little corner store burritos, corner store sandwiches and chips. He eat all that junk food, you know what I'm saying? That's straight junk. And he hold his shit for 2 or 3 days, driving in that truck, trying to find a place to shit. And boom, when he's stopping I remember Big Nasty, they telling me a story. My homeboy told me a story because he knew Big Nasty before I did. It was like my brother-in-law because he was my girl. The girl that I was dating, it was her brother, and we worked together. And Big Nasty come up there, right? That's how I met Big Nasty, really through him, right? In Texas. But he said Big Nasty drove up to Wyoming one time. I don't think I told y'all this part. Big Nasty drove to Wyoming. He said Wyoming that you could drive for miles and there might be a gas station in the middle of nowhere. Or it might be like you drive and then it might be like a gas station and then it might have a Taco Bell and a Burger King hooked on to one store. He said Big Nasty held this shit for like 12 hours one time because he couldn't find a store driving through those old, like up in the north, like Seattle area, Idaho, where ain't that much stick, right? And he said he saw this gas station like a couple of miles down the street, and he said, "Man, I gotta get there." Say Big Nasty drove there real fast, pulled up, didn't even try to turn his truck off, got out, went in the bathroom. He was in there like 35, 45 minutes, and blew that joint up, man. And look, he left. He didn't stick around and see the side effects, right? They say a month later, he came back through there, right? He came back through there. They had the place yellow taped up, like shut down, out of business. The place is out of business. And right, and another place, he stopped at another store like way down the street. He said, "Hey man, you know what happened to that business down there? They had the McDonald's and the Taco Bell and the Burger King hooked on to the store." He said, "Yeah, man, they started to find out they went out of business. he said, why they go out of business? He said, hey, yeah, man, something that they had a smell that when people came there, it was a smell that threw everybody off, and they just, you know, their business went down, man, and then they couldn't afford to stay open no more. And what's his name said that, hey man, you know, Big Nasty shut that place down. He the one that made them go out of business. Hey, that smell was Big Nasty took the shit up in there, and it wouldn't leave the building. They couldn't ever find out what it is, and so the people kept complaining. And they start coming there, right? They start coming there and start going to another store down the street, and these people lost business because the Big Nasty blew their shit up and shut them down, right? I'm telling you, man. So yeah, so we need Big Nasty taking shit at the White House, right in the Oval Office, drop it right on their desk, take a shit right on their desk in the Oval Office. Might need to take a shit in the president's bathroom, and the next thing you know, they moving out their joint. I'm telling you. So we out, man. We love y'all all, bro. I'm the Young Gilder, man. Peace.